Last couple thoughts for you. And I promise there are a couple. We've done a couple of these meetings before, and we learned from time to time. One of the meetings we didn't have a breakfast and realized everyone was leaving to get coffee. We forgot to have coffee. Another, we had 5-minute bathroom breaks, and that didn't work either. We tried to rush through. We tried to cut out breaks, and that was a terrible idea as well. We get better over time. We're learning. One thing I've learned is I never have time for closing comments because it's always dinner time, and nobody wants to listen at dinner time, and that's all right. We've got a few minutes, and that's how I prepare is a few minutes, because we're getting better at this, and I've got the schedule down. Great things happening after dinner. Of course, we'll meet with channel managers, and that's, I believe, one of the highlights of the day, where you're able to meet face-to-face with people you work with constantly. And these are the people that have really shoulder a lot of work for you on your behalf, a lot of work for you. You don't need me to tell you that. You work with them every day. You ask a lot of them, and they deliver. And that really makes a big difference between the carriers that we do well with and the carriers we don't. We have excellent relationships with their channel managers. And I'm excited for that time. I also want to point out a gentleman we invited here, Rich Fry with Quest. A lot of you started to integrate, channel integrate with a direct person with Quest. Rich will be here meeting some of you. We've introduced quite a few of you over the phone and email, and you'll actually be able to sit down and shake hands with him. And we worked on some more channel integration. One thing we've heard about Quest is you really got to focus on it if you want to sell it. Throwing out a couple prices to a customer, they're not going to go with Quest. It's really got to be a focus sale. So we're looking forward to that. We've invited a lot of people to the social, so please make sure you stay around the whole time. You're able to speak to everyone who's here. Well, perhaps not everyone, but as many channel managers as possible, so you can see that. So the things that we talked about today, we released quite a bit of new products. We've got Polaris Mobile, which I think is hot. So again, it's when you're out fishing, hopefully you've got reception there, and you'll still be able to be the point man on new leads coming in. In addition to that, new quote tools. We talked about POTS, we talked about point-to-point. We've got Ethernet now quoting out, much like T1s did, not just with the maps. We've got Colo coming down the pipe. We've got every product that we sell integrated into system, meeting that definition of standardization that Lance set for us. We're continually improving that system for you, so everything is there when you sell the product you need from the back office. We covered some new products. You can tell how excited we are about managed services. Try it on, as we talked at the beginning. We talked about trying on a coat, maybe you like it, maybe you don't. That's okay, you can put it back, you don't have to buy it. But I encourage you to try using some of these things. Again, some of my comments at the beginning, when I tried to learn a foreign language, it didn't work just to memorize words. Use it in a sentence. You've got to integrate it into what you're doing. So I challenge you to take a couple of things and try them out. Try mail on Google. Try it on Exchange. I'm sure XO would be happy to do a month free for you to try that. Try some of these things out. Get out there, get educated, and make it a part of your business. The reason many of you are so successful is because you have tried new things in the past. You've dared to go out. It's always hard to do. Even if you do it once or twice, it's hard to challenge yourself again and jump off that proverbial cliff into the unknown. But I encourage you to do it. You won't regret it as you acclimate to do things. Like I said before, 5 years from now, everybody's going to be using these different services, these different flavors of products. And the people who enable those transitions from what is today to what is tomorrow are going to yield the rewards. And I hope that will be you. Lastly, just one comment on what's going on in the economy. There are some serious things taking place right now. Every forecast you look at, all right, let me reverse that. No forecast that I've seen in the last year has been revised to the upside. It's been revised to the downside, which means people think that things are continuing to get worse. And that creates a lot of uncertainty, a lot of concern. And when you're on a residual commission, that can create great concern of what if it gets cut off. First, let me assure you, Polaris is in a good position. We're very conservative when it comes to our personal lives. We're also very conservative when it comes to spending with the business. That's not something you need to worry about. What keeps me up at night is the health of our carrier partners, to be completely frank and honest with you. What concerns me is which one will go away, which one's going to have problems, which one will stop paying us because they go out of business. That's a thought I have. a return thought. I try to monitor them, try to assess their financial situation. What concerns me is, are they putting in more customers than they're losing every month? Because if not, they're an unhealthy company. Many of these companies have a large level of debt. In order to support that debt, they need to continue having new customers. Telarus alone isn't going to get them there. They need to have a healthy model. And so I continue to watch that. So what can we do about it? Nothing. And that's where a lot of concern comes in, is we can't go in and single-handedly change a carrier. What you can do is be wise about where you put your business. Consider the strength of a carrier. Consider their depth of operations and the way they support you. That's a good indication of a financially healthy company if they're focused on growth and they're not stripping out their operations and not supporting them. It's a very good indication. But number two, continue to sell regardless. Even if you don't, it's much like averaging down on stocks. You know, when people talk about 401ks and investing for the long run, they talk about averaging in. You put in $200 a month, you put in $100 a month, whatever it is, as long as you're doing that consistently, overall you're going to do well. Some stocks will do poorly. Some mutual funds will do poorly. Some investments won't do great, but overall you're going to do better as long as you consistently do that. I encourage you to do the same with your business. Don't let the funk that is going on right now get in your way. As long as you're consistently selling and consistently growing, even those that do fall out will not harm you, because you will be growing in other areas. And because you cannot predict what's going to fall out, you need to grow pretty much in all areas. So you need to maintain and continue with your business. The fact is, we're seeing growth. As a company, we're continuing to sell right through the downturn. We thought sales were slowing down in October and November, and bang, in December we had our biggest month ever, the biggest month of our history in December. You know, when everyone talked about the economy falling apart. So don't be discouraged by what you hear. The fact is, people need solutions. Companies are going out of business, they'll continue to go out of business. We see the fallout. We monitor that, we look at that, and one advantage we have from an administrative perspective is we see all of your business in aggregate. We have a pretty good view of what's going on in aggregate. The fact is, attrition is a little bit. Financial companies, mortgage companies, we've seen a lot of attrition there because they're going out of business. But one great thing about the business we're in is that's the last thing you turn off. You shut off the lights, you turn off the utilities, and you turn off your data network. No one can really cut down expenses on their phone. Either you're going to have it or you're not. And the only way they're going to reduce expenses there is to get with you and lower their price, and we're finding a lot of people are doing that now. They're re-looking at their operations, they're optimizing. And that's good for us. Whenever someone's looking for something better, whenever they're looking for change, when they're looking for optimize, that's good for us. We're in a good place. So continue on with confidence. Know that we planned well. Know that we've contingency planned as well. Know that we have you in mind. We realize the company is more than a few people. The fact is, it's all of us that depend on it. We take that responsibility very seriously. Know that there are risks out there, but as you put your mind to it, as you focus and as you're positive, continue to grow as you are, as we see you doing. We're going to get right through this, and we're going to be better at the end. The fact is, a downturn is a great time to grow your market share. It's a great time. As other people panic, as other people go into their caves, it's a great time to get out there and to grow the current business that you have. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to be smart about it, and we think you as well as you continue on. We're going to continue to build tools, invest in you, because we know that the downturn hasn't caused any agents to go away. It hasn't caused any of our businesses to shrink. The fact is, we're still growing. We'll continue to do that, and I appreciate your confidence in us in managing this for you. That's all I have. Could go on and reviewing all the good things we've had, but the number one thing I want to take away is use it in a sentence. Now you've got all this good stuff, incorporate it into your business, just in a small way, whether it's trying your mail out on Google or on Exchange, whether it's trying to sell one new product, just sell one 3 meg Ethernet for XO, one 5, just something new. Try something new you've heard today, whether it's just putting a job ad out there and looking through some resumes. You're not committed to hire anyone, but just put your toes in the water, try it out, because that is the only way you will change. That's the only way you're going to internalize some of this, rather than just feel good about it. Hey, I have some good ideas, better get back and answer my email. Make a plan to put it into action. I appreciate you being here. We'll dismiss to dinner, and right after that at 7:30, we'll have the carriers come in. We'll come back to this room and have a social for about an hour and a half after that. That's right. Also, after dinner, when we come back here, we're going to have a few vendor awards we'll give out. So when we congregate here during the social, we'll give out some vendor awards. Thank you, everyone.